Hi to all. Today we are going to discuss ZPF method in the alternator topic. So this is the problem. Tests on a 15,000 kVA, 11,000 volts, 3-phase 50 Hz star connected alternator gave the following results. So these are the values from the OC test. Here are the two tables, and from the ZPF test you got these two values. So field ampere turns per pole in thousands, 10,000, 18,000, similarly 25 up to 50. Next, open circuit line EMF is given. Line EMF, this is not a per phase EMF, this is the line EMF in terms of kilovolts, 5 kilovolts, 8.4 up to 13.65 kilovolts. Next, full load current at ZPF test in potential difference in kilovolts. 0 kilovolts you got 18 ampere turns, and 10 kilovolts you got 45 ampere turns. So this is the problem actually. So here in this problem, to find the regulation by using ZPF method. Okay, from the given data power is equal to 15,000 kVA is given, and voltage is 11,000 is given. Okay, next after that simply draw the OCC characteristics, and next draw the ZPF characteristics, ampere turns per pole versus ZPF line. Okay, this is the given data, 15,000 kVA and voltage is 11,000 volts, and so this is the two steps to draw the OCC and ZPF characteristics. Okay, first of all draw the graph. Simply this is a rough graph. So here from the values to draw the ZPF, you got some points. You know the OCC curve simply. So this x-axis indicates the ampere turns per pole. This y-axis indicates the open circuit line EMF in kilovolts. So from the given data ZPF test, so here 0 kilovolts you got 18 ampere turns. Okay, here 0 kilovolts you got 18 ampere turns. So for example here you got 18 ampere turns. This is the 18 ampere turns, and from this given data 45 ampere turns you got 10. So here from 45 ampere turns you got 10 kilovolts. So here for example this is the 10 kilovolts. Just join these two values, just join these 2 points, you got ZPF. Next after that simply draw the one tangent line from the origin through OCC curve. This is the tangent line. This is also called as air gap line. Next here this is the O, this is the A. For example, this OA parallel to this is the B point. So from this B point, this OA, suppose 3 centimeters. So from this B point also horizontally to draw the 3 centimeter line. So this one and this one OA and this point both are in parallel. Next from this tangent line, from this point to draw this tangent line is parallel to this point. For example, this point is C. So simply tangent line in parallel to this point. Then you got one more point. Okay, simply join these 2 points and perpendicularly the one more line. Then you got the Portier triangle. So here this is the B, this is the C, so this is the D, indicating D. So here we are indicating F. Okay, this BDF is a Portier triangle. So this DF indicates armature reactance drop. Okay, next so this is the rough graph. So this is the graph. This is the graph. Okay, so this BFD, this is the BFD. This BFD indicates Portier triangle. This BFD indicates Portier triangle. So this is the B point. So B point, vertically draw the one more line. This is the one line. This point indicates you got 45 ampere turns, and this F draw the one more vertical line. So this point indicates some 30 point something, or similar to 30 ampere turns. So this BF, this B and F points gives the 45 to 30, 45,000 to and 30. So finally you got 15,500 ampere turns. Next, this DF indicates the armature reactance drop, I into XL. DF indicates I into XL, armature reactance drop. So here this D, draw the one horizontal line up to voltage axis, and here also draw the one more line. This 10 kilovolts to some distance. This is the simply this DF value. The DF value is simply you got some 1.15 kilovolts from the graph, means that is a 1150 volts. Okay, from the graph you know the armature reactance drop, that is a 1.15 kilovolts. In volts, that is called 1150, and from the graph, from the B and F points, you got 15,500 ampere turns. Next, so this is called leakage reactance. So that leakage reactance per phase 1150 by root 3. So you got 663.95 volts. Next, after that, what is the full load current formula? Full load current formula is I is equal to P by root 3 into VL. P, power rating already given, that is a 15,000 kVA. 15,000 kVA means 1000 divided by root 3 into VL means line voltage 11,000. So you got 787.29 amperes. Okay, so from the XL per phase and this full load current, to find the Portier reactance, XP means that is a Portier reactance. DF, from the graph DF, some voltage drop per phase divided by 0 power factor current per phase. Okay, DF, voltage drop per phase, already XL per phase. So this is called XL, armature leakage reactance per phase. That value already that value is 663.95 divided by current. So this is the current value, it is 787.29. So finally you got 0.84. This is the Portier reactance. Then after that, completely from the vector diagram. So this is the vector diagram. This is the voltage. That voltage is 11,000 volts, and I into XL drop how much? That is a 1150. So this is the I into XL drop. Best join these 2 points, and this point and this point, you got E1, and this is the current. The current is the pi. And here you got one more current, that is called I1. So due to I1, and one more EMF will be induced. So this angle is 90 degrees. This angle is pi. So finally the vector resultant between this voltage 11,000 and 1150. So you have one formula. Finally OE, this is the OE is equal to square root of the OV square plus VE square minus 2 into OV into VE into cos 90 plus pi. This is the formula. Okay, just substitute the values. OV means 11,000 square. VE, so this is the VE 1150 square minus 2 into 11,000 into 1150 cos 90. Pi means 36.86. okay, pi means 36.86 value. So from these values you got the OE value. Finally you got 11,700 kilovolts. 11,700 kilovolts. So this value is simply apply the graph on the y-axis. So from this graph, so see the graph. This is the 11,700. You already you got the 11,700 kilovolts. So here you got the in the y-axis 11,700 volts. So from this point to draw the one horizontal line up to OCC curve. So and after that to draw the one vertical line up to the x-axis gives the ampere turns per pole. So you got 31.5 ampere turns. You got here 31.5 ampere turns. Okay, so this is the ampere turns per pole. Okay, next to in the first, so you got finally from the graph 31,500 ampere turns per pole. The next to DF value. So from the DF you got 15,500 ampere turns. So from the vector diagram, so this I1 means that is a 31,500 ampere turns. This I1. Next here one more drop, that is a 15,500 ampere turns. The resultant between 31,500 and 15,500, you got the one more point, that is called I2. So finally the resultant between 31,500 and 15,500, so you got 43,500 ampere per tons. 43,000 ampere per tons. So you have one from the vector diagram, you have one formula, that is a OB is equal to OA square plus OB square plus 2 into OA into AB cos pi. Okay, from this vector diagram, so from this vector diagram, this is the OB, and this is the OA. So this OA means 31,500 square plus OB means 31,000. OA means OA and this is the AB, not the OA and AB. AB means 15,500 square plus 2 into 31,500 into B point 31,500, and AB means 15,500 and cos. So from the vector diagram angle, so here you got some small angle, that is a 30 to 35 degrees. So in it here cos, so we are assuming the 30. So square root of this value, you got the finally you got 43,500 volts. Okay, So this value, from this value you got E naught. So 43,500 value. This is the 43,500 value is placed in the graph. So 43,500. So this is the ampere turns. 43,500. This is the ampere turns. So see the graph. This is the 43,500 in the x-axis. Okay. From this point to draw the one vertical line up to OCC curve, you got 1 point. So after that, to draw the one more horizontal line up to voltage line, that is up to V axis. So you got that at 13.15 kilovolts. 13.15 kilovolts. Finally, from this value, you got E naught value from the graph 13,150 volts. 13,150 volts. So this is the E naught value. So finally, percentage regulation formula is E naught minus V by V into 100. So this E naught value is this is the line EMF. So that's why we are not converting into per phase. If suppose we want per phase, converting into per phase also no problem. So if suppose this converting into per phase, here voltage also converting into per phase. Otherwise we are taking the both are line values. E naught value 13,150 and voltage value 11,000 by 11,000 into 100. So finally you got the regulation value is 19.55%. Okay, thank you.